Hey everyone, James Lynch here for odds.com, taking a look at some prop bets for Saturday night's UFC Vegas 12 event, which goes down in Las Vegas at the UFC Apex. We're going to start first in the men's heavyweight division. On the main card, former NFL star Greg Hardy taking on Ultimate Fighter veteran Maurice Green. And I like Greg Hardy in this fight, but at almost 3-1 odds, a little too steep for my liking. I actually like the Greg Hardy wins by decision prop, which right now is plus 335. Now, the reason I like that is because Greg Hardy's gone the distance in his last 3 fights. Yes, he has knockout power, but Mo Green is an accomplished striker himself, coming over from the kickboxing world before he got into the Ultimate Fighter. If you guys remember that show, Green did quite well on that show, but his striking's pretty good for the most part. He's only got 1 knockout loss in the UFC, and that was to Sergey Pavlovich, which was a quick loss. Green made a mistake. Pavlovich ended up capitalizing on that. Greg Hardy, yes, I know he can come out guns a-blazing in a lot of his fights, but like I mentioned, gone the distance in his last 3 fights. I'll take the plus 300 in that for the prop bet. I think there's a lot of value there in terms of Hardy going the distance in this one. I think he gets the win, but rather than take him 3-1 odds, I'll take the decision prop instead. So give me Greg Hardy by decision to kick things off. Another decision prop I like is in the lightweight fight between Bobby Green and Thiago Moises. Right now, Bobby Green by decision is minus 130. This is great value here. Bobby Green, again, about a 2-1, 3-1 favorite over Thiago Moises. I think Bobby Green wins this fight, but I don't think he finishes Thiago Moises. Bobby Green has gone the distance in his last 8 fights. The chances of him getting a finish here are probably very slim. Thiago Moises has never been finished in his career, and I know Green's got some good stand-up, but he doesn't really knock guys out. At least we haven't seen that recently. So I see him going out there winning a pretty decisive decision here, but I see the fight staying standing. I think Thiago Moises' only chance to win this fight is if he gets this to the ground. I don't see that happening against Bobby Green, who's got pretty good takedown defense and a pretty good ground game as well that he doesn't really use that much. So give me Bobby Green by decision at minus 130. I think there's a lot of value there. And then we're going to go to the prelims. We're going to look at Dustin Jacoby making his return to the UFC, taking on Justin Ledet. This fight looks like a setup fight for Jacoby to win. Ledet, for whatever reason, keeps getting matched up with these up-and-comers. I know Jacoby's more of a veteran, but this looks like a fight for Jacoby. It's his fight basically to lose. We know the experience he has competing in Glory Kickboxing, a lot of really good stand-up there. Of course, Jacoby won on Contender Series, getting that contract and getting back in the UFC. If you guys remember, Jacoby fought way back in the UFC back in 2011, but much different fighter now, competing at light heavyweight. And Ledet's stand-up just isn't that great. I think Jacoby can go out there and win by stoppage in this fight, and right now that's plus money. I see a lot of value there. Jacoby's also got 9 of his 12 wins by stoppage. I think he finishes Justin Ledet in this fight. Ledet just has not shown anything to me that makes me think he can A, win this fight, and B, I don't see him being the better striker than Dustin Jacoby in this fight. And even if it does go to the ground, Jacoby's got a pretty solid ground game. The guy trains at Factory X. I think there's a lot of value on Jacoby finishing this fight as opposed to it going the distance. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. What prop bets are you looking at? What do you think of the ones I've suggested here for Saturday night's fights? Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports, and make sure you subscribe to the Odds HQ YouTube channel, where you will find my prop bets every single week, along with my interviews for this upcoming card. I got a few of them for this UFC Vegas 12 fight, so definitely check those out. I'm James Lynch, and I'll see you next week.